Hello, I am Bentham. Welcome back to the Factorio No Crafting Challenge. In the previous episode, we sorted out some new production. Look at this big coal line here dominating that landscape. It's all black and imposing. Or is it blue? No, wait, gold, whatever. Anyway, so, yes, previously I set up this little thing here for producing just everything. So, it's got a little bit done during my outro, getting there. Once it gets to a full stack, we'll be able to build yet another square of accumulators, which should help with our power problems. At the moment, they're not terrible, but they definitely could be better. I think we need more solar panels as well, so I think we'll work on that. A couple of other things that I noticed at the end of last episode. It looks like at the moment we actually have maximum production over here, so what I'm thinking is actually putting in some more production, though I notice right here that this assembler has stopped, so what we may need is faster belts. Now, I can't remember if I've built faster belt production. I don't see it. It looks like I haven't. That's something I need to work on then. That's usually something that I get on with right about this time in a game. Let's clear away these bits of belt here that are no longer relevant, if they ever were. I noticed this robot port isn't charged. Let's plonk that down there. There was another thing I noticed as well, which is I've only got 8 science slabs. I don't know why I've done that, because it makes a lot more sense to have 10. So what I'm thinking is I just add a couple more on there. That'll get science going a bit faster. Well, it won't, because we need more blue science packs, but we'll work on that as well. And it looks like we are just about to get some research complete. But yeah, I don't know why I've only got 8 science labs there, because 10 is the usual amount I go for. It's one of those things you notice if you've not been paying attention for a while, and then you suddenly zone in, you're like, wait, why is that like that? Why did I do that? So let's just plonk and plonk. The power poles even line up right for it. There we go. And some belts. There. 10. So I wonder if I could help with the blue science production right now. Let's go over here. Yeah, at the moment all the different components are built up, so all we need to do is add a couple more of these in. It looks like we can't add in as many as I would like, unfortunately. We will have to see what we can do about that. And put in the belts, and then we'll give them their job if I can remember the buttons. There it is. I'm learning. I'm slowly... Oh, there we go with lab efficiency. What to work on next? That's interesting. Have the modules changed again? The image of them is... It's really weird. I don't know if you can see, but the modules now, they've got little bumpy bits on them. But for some reason in the research menu, they've not got that. They're a different shape. Don't know what's going on with that, because previously they just seemed to be rectangular. And then an update came along which tweaked the situation with UI size, and it seems to have messed with that. I mean, it's not a big problem at the end of the day, it's just a little tweak to how something looks, so whatever. But yeah, we'll put these bits in. And there we go, we've nearly doubled blue science production. Now the thing is, if I want to extend it any more, then it's going to be a bit of a problem, because we have this whole coal line going on here. I might have to shift this up by 1 so we can at least fit the conveyor belts in. I think I'll do that, because we will need more blue science production as time progresses. So that's a solar panel. Steady on. Oh, I've got 22 solar panels in my inventory. I should probably put some of those down. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm not going to mess... Well, actually, we'll just hoover up the coal that's building up here. Why not? And then we'll find somewhere to put it. Oh, there we go. And we can clear this away. And that means that... Oh, there goes that. I purposefully did some research that didn't involve blue science, because I think the system needs it right now. So there we go. If we want to extend, we can, using some underground belts. And that is all fine and dandy. Blue science is slowly building up. I'll put that away. Inventory is getting full of rubbish again, partly because I did just hoover up a bunch of coal. I can go put that somewhere. But I think I'll go plonk a couple of solar panel squares down, because I can, and that's a good idea. Now I've got this square over here that was recently cleared up, so let's put this in. There we go, and the center thing, the centerpiece. There we go, with flammables research. I'm just burning through all these random little researches that I wasn't paying attention to. We've got a ton of stone here and here, actually. How's this? Oh, power. Yep, it's the middle of the night, so power's gone to pot. It was a bit worse than before, I think, it looks like. Hard to say. We'll add in more accumulators. That will improve things greatly. This looks like it's shut down. Can we do something about that? Let's do... oh, there we go. We get more research. This is going to get extremely annoying for the next couple of minutes while I just research everything. Okay, we'll do that into a steel chest. So now we've got another chest's worth of space. So we can go nuts. Meanwhile over here, this stone one's starting to fill up. We'll need more chests ultimately. There goes that science. I'll do rocketry. As the thing, I've not been paying any attention to science for a really long time now. I've just been like clicking on the nearest one, going, yeah, that'll do. And there's a bunch of stuff that I've just sort of passed by without noticing, so now is the time to sort it all out. Right, we can put in one more square over here. And that's all for now. Oops. And what we'll go do is we'll go set up solar panel production, because we need it. We always need more power stuff. It's fairly urgent, so we'll work out how we're going to do this whole thing here, because I've not got a concrete plan on how it's going to be arranged yet. I'm just going to see what happens. I'll extend it a bit. So, solar panels. They need steel, circuits, copper. So the steel and copper, I mean the steel and circuits are both here, the copper is over here. So, a long-armed inserter can reach this far. Oh, hello bots. Thank you. So, we could have the assembler here. But then that's really terrible for the circuits, that doesn't work. So I don't know. It may even be better to have it over on this side. That would at least be better because it will be near to the thingy production, the accumulator production. What I think I'm going to do is slightly weird, but whoops, let's press the correct button for hoovering. I'm going to have some underground belts. They're going to extend the maximum distance, and then we're going to put a assembler. There we go, with more research. Do alien technology. Haven't even done that yet. Wow. And then we want... what do we want? So this one would unload like that, and this one would unload like that. So we're going to need another underground belt. I'm going to need to put this here, this here, and then we'll do this. So we can put that in, and I think we're going to have two unloading the circuits because they take it takes a lot of circuits for it. It's an unorthodox design, but that's quite cool really, so whatever, it works, I'm pretty sure. Let's find out. Yep, it's loading up all the necessary components. There we go, we've made some solar panel production, so we'll get the unloading into a chest, put a limit on, and give it power. Ta-da! And all we need is two of these, and we've got another square straight away. How's the accumulators going? Oh, we have enough! We have enough for a new square. Fantastic. So, there we go, we've got another solar panel as well. Let's go over and put these new things in. We will slowly but surely fix the power. Though we've been in a constant state of trying to fix the power since very early on in the series. But basically since I decided to stop adding in more steam engines. That was where all the problems started. But I've stuck by it. No more steam engines. We're just going to keep the system going using environmental power because reasons. Ta-da! And then we will go and put in another square of solar panels, because every single square that we can make we should put in immediately. I mean, technically I should put in every individual panel as soon as I have it, but I like to do them in squares. It's neater and nicer and stuff. How's the power looking now? So at the moment the steam engines are off, I think. Sort of. Oh, they're on just a little bit. I think the sun has just started setting, so they will kick in again. Yeah. But the steam engines were almost completely off right then, which is good. And we've got more accumulator capacity, so that's good too. What we need to work on is yet more specific production of things. So what can we go to next? There's electric furnaces, though that's a bit of a problem because we need stone bricks for that. So we need to make sure we've crafted everything that uses raw stone before we switch to stone bricks. Oop, that's a button. What have I pressed there? That was an accident. I think that was the chat button, which is currently bound to a mouse button because the normal button doesn't work for it for me. But anyway, what do we want to make? I guess we need to make substations. They're on the list. What do they use? Steel, advanced circuits, copper plates. Basically exactly the same but advanced circuits, which actually does make it simpler. But still, it's stuff on this side and then stuff on that side. I've really not combined these well, because thinking about it, there's a lot of stuff that uses steel and copper. A lot more than the stuff that uses copper and iron, so... You know, I should have thought it through a bit more before I did it, but at the end of the day, it's not a massive problem, it's just a bit of an inconvenience during setup. So yeah, I think we'll have the same setup as we've got with the solar panels on the other side, maybe? I don't know. Oop, auto-saving. Okay, let's get an assembler. Where do we want to put it? We want to put it there, I guess. Will that work? Put it there, just to give us a little bit more space. And then we'll we'll plonk it in. In fact, do we want it there? No, we want it there. Okay. And ooh, that's a light. Do that. Do that. Get the inserter in place. And then over here we want to have this going. So what we'll do, it's actually quite cool. We're going to have just a little square in the middle of everything, disconnected. And how are we going to power that? Right, we're going to have to use one of these. In fact, why am I not using substations for this network? That would make a lot more sense. Plonk. Now everything's powered. So your job, make substations. And you can unload into this chest. And we'll give you a bit of power. You're slightly out of range of the substation there. Alright, next on the list, roboports. Steel, gears, advanced circuits. Oh, this one is easy. We can just plonk this straight down. So, just like that. And roboport. Yep, what are the different ratios of stuff? 45 of each. Wow, okay. That works actually, that's the right ratio, because this one's twice as fast as that. That's supplying one thing, and that's supplying two things, so jolly good. Don't think I'll give that one a chest, though, because we're not going to need them in huge amounts of bulk. Alright, next up, what should we do now? There's so many things we can produce with this, which is the point of it. It's supposed to be able to just build basically anything that you want. What we could do at this point is transfer the entirety of the factory over here, and have it right in the middle of everything, which would be a generally better thing, I guess, though. I don't know if I could be bothered, honestly. What else is there that needs building specifically? I guess steel axe. I've just realised I've got an iron axe on me. How long have I had that? Wow. Do we have ammo production? Is that a thing? I guess it isn't, because we haven't needed it yet. I'm still on the standard ammo. So I guess we can set that up. What does it use? Of course it uses copper and steel. Right. We'll have another one of these systems then. It's not a problem. It makes it look cooler with all these assemblers like properly integrated in. Okay, let's have this one positioned here. And then we'll clear this away a bit. And we'll put in our underground belt. Have our inserter there. And then this is where our long-armed inserter will go. My inventory must be so full of rubbish now from just hoovering up bits off this belt all the time. Okay, and you make... In fact, oh, I've just realised I'm going to have specific production for that, aren't I? Because I'm going to make... combat robots, so maybe this was a bad idea. What else can I produce here instead? Is there anything? I don't know. Laser turrets are a thing? I think what I'll do is I'll leave this whole system for now. I'm going to get to work on the next thing, and I've decided that the next thing will be belts, because I'm pretty sure we don't have any other production of that sort of thing going on. So let's work things out here. I think we're going to leave this much of a gap for things. So we'll just put some belt in to mark the position. And what do we need? We need plates and gears. Gears. Okay, simple enough. So we will get him. I might even have a belt for gears and a belt for plates, because there really is a lot of gear consumption in this production system. Yeah, I think I'll go for that. Okay. I'm gonna use a slightly different system, because as was demonstrated to me by, I believe, Arumba, there is a better way to do things that I've not been using. It uses the same amount of stuff, or maybe even less. There we go. Wait, can I extend this further? No. Okay, it goes there. And then we'll start setting up our assemblers. This is the line we're using. Like so. In fact, I might... Yeah, I'm gonna put buffer chests in between for this one. I wouldn't usually, but then I can't manually craft this stuff. Oh, but you know what I need to do? I need to do the proper system. I need to do the system that does all of these things. I've just realised. So it's going to be slightly more complicated. We're going to need some... So for this we need transport belts and iron plates. And gears. Okay, so I've got a setup for that I've got in my head. These ones use circuits. Oh, there with alien technology. Oh, it was going for a while actually. I think it used quite a lot of stuff. Let's do military. Why not? We'll go back to blue sign stuff because I'm sure it's built up by now. Yeah, it has. So we've been wasting time not researching blue sign stuff. Okay, so circuits, and then advanced circuits just to throw some annoying stuff into the mix. Okay, I think I have myself a system. Maybe it involves this not being here actually, I think, which is annoying. Or maybe it can stay. No. Okay, it's not going to stay. So let's disconnect that there. I forgot this is quite a large setup. Because I usually, in previous times, I've just gone for the basic belts. But in a fairly recent update, we had the thing where the blue splitters started to need stuff. Actually, I think will we leave that line there? Do we need to? Maybe we don't. I think I'll just do that. Yeah, that should work fine. We'll keep the buffer spaces for everything, I think. And then this bit is fiddly. I guess we put it like that. And then we do even more here. So we've got this lovely grid here that will be producing all our stuff. And I think I'll give everything its job right now. That's going to be doing that. That's going to be doing that. And then over here, this one will be the underground belts. They're fairly simple. And then this is the slightly more complicated splitters. There we go. And these two things here use lubricant. So we want to have gears running down here, exactly down here, which is annoying because there's already some underground belts using this space. We will have to do a little sidestep. Not a major issue. There we go. That'll go up that way. This needs switching back to what it was. But then we'll do the same thing just a little bit further up. hoovering up yet more stuff. There's going to have to be a big emptying out session later on. There we go, that's the gears going down. They'll go into the middle of here. Next up, what do we want? I think we want raw iron as the next thing. We'll go there, there, and then we'll do the same system. There we go. With the splitter. Like that. And that will go this way. It'll go underground. And then it'll go underground again. And that should be fine. I think this does need... yeah, that needs raw iron. Now here is the fiddliest thing. Oh, there we go with military 3. Let's research tanks, because I just saw tanks and tanks. So that can do that. And in fact, oh, maybe we could steal a bit from this splitter here. No, we'll just set up a new one, whatever. Thought I might do. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because that lines up perfectly. Then this goes around here. Beautiful! It's like I planned it. And I most definitely did not. I don't have such foresight.